Okay, what's up, guys? So this video, I seen an 11-minute clip of it that's been like blowing up on Facebook, and yeah, I'm kind of curious on what this video is overall like. The whole video rather than the 11-minute video that I seen. But anyways, yeah, I was just making sure I'm in the camera shot and stuff. But yeah, so there's this channel. I'm gonna go ahead and drop that sub button. But there's this channel called Krew Season, and this video does income matter when dating. There's like a part of the video where the girl in here was just like, I don't know who previously hurt her in previous relationships, but like you can't go based off, you can't see your future relationships and still be holding on to like these past previous relationships. Like your ex is your ex. Like that should not speak for your future boyfriend, future husband, future wife, future girlfriend, whoever. Like you just, you overall like just gotta take it, move on. But if you still hold on to stuff, and then that's why it's like, any other future relationship you get into, it's not successful and it's not good. It's because you're not letting go. Sometimes you just gotta let go. So anyways, but yeah, this is a long video, so this video, I don't know. Let's just see how long I can go for. I don't know, but I'll try to. Yeah, I'm gonna overall react to the whole video and stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this video.
It's two sides to that coin. It just depends on if you're a gold digger or if you're looking for love. You're a gold digger, them finances matter, baby. But your finances don't harm your greedy ass. You know what I'm saying? But if you're looking for love, you know what I'm saying? Like I know, like I'm gonna talk like women. With women that make money, you know what I'm saying? Finances for them really don't matter. They looking for the love because that's what they missing. You get what I'm saying? But when you a skeezer, you ain't got nothing. They acting like you gotta be driving a Benz. And she living on Section 8 or something. You know what I'm saying? I can't talk to you if you got a Benz. Bitch, you get food stamps on the purse.
I think that's ultimately a personal decision and a personal call. But I do think finances matter when dating so that you can gauge the seriousness.
And I guess to overall like answer this question for myself, does income matter when dating? I go based, and I know people call me silly for thinking that, and say like, hey, that's a TV show, it's not reality. But I'm like, a lot of things that do be happening in TV shows is based off of stuff like real life situations and things. So my thing is that I want a Martin and Gina type situation. Like I'm doing good, she's doing good, we both good. The only thing that should matter is our relationship. So if you ask me, does income matter in a relationship? No, not to me. But that's the thing, though. I know people would think like, oh, okay, then he's overall just like saying he's just gonna sit around and do nothing. That's not what I'm saying. I'm still gonna be doing my thing. Like trying to just overall like make my money as much as I can and things and make as much as I can. But yeah, I'm not gonna let her do all the work. Like I'm overall going to whatever I can do, that's what I'm gonna do. But I don't want her to be like, oh no, you gotta, I have no choice but to be a successful YouTuber. Like she's like forcing that on me and stuff so she can get what she wants and things. I'm like, nah, like that's no, because I know, yeah, if there's a situation where I was with a girl and she was making less than me, I'm not going to be telling her like, oh, you need to be doing this, you need to be doing, like, I'm going to be helping her. And I feel like that's when an income should matter, is when you're trying to help the person better their income and not worry about like what income is coming into you from them. So that's how I overall think.
Relationship that you're trying to seek at the moment. So if you trying to date for marriage, then if you're not at a point where you are realistically ready to get married, then I think maybe you shouldn't be dating for marriage if you're not financially ready to date for marriage. Now, if you just want to have a good time, just like go out on a few dates, like keep it light.
Oh yeah,
I think that's fine. But
but yeah, then at that point, then yeah, if we just going out on dates and things, and yeah, it's like that type of stuff. I feel like that when I don't know, because like I feel like that like dating and then being in it, because there's like different terminology for like relationships and stuff, because there's the dating stage, and I feel like in the dating stage where y'all are just hanging out and I guess like getting to know each other and stuff, then if income like does come up and things, I guess that's when it's like, okay, can a relationship happen based off of what they just told me about their income? And if it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But you shouldn't be a gold digger overall. Like, you shouldn't be like, oh, okay, well, I can't give this individual a chance because they're not making $10 million a year or something.
You can't go out on dates if you ain't got no money.
No, you don't. No. Well, no, I'm not saying you can't have. You don't have any money at that point. I'm just saying like you don't have as much money as you would like to have. Like you're not at that place in your life where like you would want to be.
What I'm gonna say is yes, it definitely does matter because like I mean, who doesn't want to do stuff? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you want to go to fucking the bar and drink, or you want to go do the inside skydiving, if you want to go bowling, if like you got to be able to do that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? That shit costs money. So if you don't got extra, like hundreds of dollars for the night, like, you know what I'm saying, that's detrimental to like a relationship. But I think the most important thing is the mindset, because you can not have money and have the mindset of a hustler. And hustlers, if you a hustler, you know that you take L's and you take losses. So you can be broke at this point in time, you know what I'm saying, and had a mindset to get the money in the future.
It seemed like she is not feeling anything that he is saying right now. I don't know, like, I guess I can, like, yeah, you know, you can't. Well, that's the thing, though. I've heard, like, when people, like, their form of dating is when they just be at the house just chilling and stuff. Like, you can very well just do, like, a free date and just be at home, like, you know, watching whatever movies you got. Like, yeah, like, freaking go Netflix, play some video games. Like, I don't know, like, just... yeah, something happens. But yeah, it's like, I feel like that people think like free dates don't exist. Like, you could very well just be like, yo, but that's, I don't know. If it's like if it is a money issue, then I do personally feel like that well, I don't know. Yeah, if you overall do want to like go out on some dates, you want to do things, like, you are gonna have to have some income going in. So I feel like that's not something that a person should tell you. Like, you should think of that on your own and stuff. Like, you know, I want to do something special for this person, so let me go out, get a job, or make some money somehow, and overall, like, you know, take this person, yeah, do the indoor skydiving, or freaking go out to movie theaters, or go out to eat, go to a fancy restaurant or something. Like, you are gonna have to have some money for that.
You know what I'm saying? This shit can work out. You know what I'm saying? So finances is definitely important, but the mindset is more important. You know what I'm saying? Because you can date a nigga right now that got 20, 30 bands off whatever happened, a leak, insurance, whatever. You know what I'm saying? He can lose it. So you can enjoy this money for now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all doing y'all thing.
You have to be smart. You overall have to be investing in something. You can't just be like, you know, spending it on whatever and things. I feel like that's the thing that people need to know about their money. It's like, you do have an income coming in. Like, you have to be smart and tactical about it.
A year and a half, 2 years, and then the next 10, y'all struggling. You know what I'm saying? So nobody really wants that. So it's all about the mindset. That's the most important thing, the mindset of the person that you're dealing with.
If you have a lot of money and you go broke, and I've been there through the struggle, and I personally feel that you have a legitimate reason to be broke, and I have a validation to believe that you will seek wealth again, then I'll hold you down. If you're broke when I meet you, you don't stand a chance. Because...
what's broke to you? What is defined broke?
You make less than double what I make.
Less than double.
Yes.
That's... my thing is that you shouldn't have to, because at some point she's like, oh, you could be making double, triple, whatever, and all of that. You should not be worried. I mean, yeah, it's like, overall, like, you know, if I'm like not making enough, then that's something I should worry about. But you, on the other hand, you shouldn't have to be worried about, like, whether I'm making double or any of that stuff like that. See, and that's why I'm all like, you know, like, where I want overall, like, some Martin and Gina situation. There could be one day where I get a raise and I'm making more than you. There's a day where, like, so if that's the case, let's say that happens. You work all these years at this, like, whatever job that she's doing, all right? You work all these years at this job that you're doing, and then it's no longer in that double area. Like, at one point he was, but now he's no longer not, because you got a raise at this job. So then are you going to break up with him because you got this raise? You feel like you're too good for him? And it's relationships like that won't last. So
it's not
Okay.
but you should be making double what I make. That being said,
And my question is like, okay, so if you want that, how much are you making? Because let's say if you bringing in like 100 a week, you want me to be making 200 a week? Like, I'm saying, like, if you have like no job or nothing, it's like that's this part of the like when that scene, this part of the video on Facebook, I was just sitting there like, this girl, man, I don't know, I don't want to speak bad on people, but I'm just like, what happened in your in your past times and stuff, because I would like to know. Like I'm gonna need to see like a biography, or she's gonna have to write a book or do something to where I can understand her better. But based off of what she said, it just came off as like, okay, you're a gold digger, plain and simple and stuff. Like it shouldn't, like, overall, like I feel like to anybody else probably throughout this video, like they can worry about it, but her on the other hand, I'm like, you shouldn't be worried about a person's income.
held broke men down. I've been played by broke men.
Okay.
And personally, it doesn't pay off. So I won't do it again. And it is what it is. It's not hard to find someone who makes twice what I make. I personally attract people who make like a whole spectrum. That being said, if you are broke and I choose to deal with you, I will belittle you. It is what it is. And I reserve the right to do that. And also, if you want to cheat at your own risk. I'm apt to ghost you. And it is what it is, because men who make more money than me, they treat me with that same power dynamic, right? Like, I know.
I'm just saying, like, if there is ever a point in time where I did meet a girl and she was making like nowhere near as much money than me, let's say she didn't even have a job at all. Let's just say I don't know what she's overall doing, but let's just say I am making more money than her. I won't belittle her. I would not like talk about it. I won't, because I feel like that's something where I'm like, okay, if I would want her to be motivated and inspired by, the whole idea of her making equal or more money than me. Then it's like, it could be like a factor where it's like, instead of like it's a competition or it's like somebody trying to prove something and things, like it's us being proud of each other, so that's what I'm like, yeah, that to me is a good lasting relationship. But yeah, it's like with her on the other hand, it's like I can see right now she's gonna be dating a lot of people.
So that's fair? You think that's okay?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
But it's a way of life.
Hell yeah, finances matter, and they matter a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because as a man, me coming into a relationship and my finances is not in order, I'm not going to be in the right headspace to make that relationship successful, especially if my woman is successful and I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Because it goes back to...
I feel like it should, like, you shouldn't down yourself out. Like, if you do have a successful significant other and things, that, if anything, should be inspiring and motivating. And then that's when you all like, man, like, I should really, like, go out and, like, do something, go to school or find a career, like overall do something to where it's like you're not going to sit there and suffer with the idea of like, you being broken stuff. Like, you over that's something like that. But that thing is like, you got outside of whatever home you are living in, there's a whole world out there for you. You could literally do anything and make money off of anything. That's why I'm like, I'm like, I would be up day and night trying to figure out. That's something where I'm like, where my mom has asked me that question, like, what would you do if you was homeless? Because it's like we would ask each other like questions like that. I'm like, that just that wouldn't happen. Like I probably like, that's the thing where I'm like, I can't see in the future. So if there was a situation where if I didn't have a home, I didn't have like no place to stay and none of that and things, I'm not going to be sitting on no sidewalk with signs up. Like, I'm going to be going around trying to figure out like, what can I do to get some money in my pocket? But I'm not going to sit there and suffer. I'm not going to do that. That's just something that I don't see myself doing. So I'm like, yes, for those that are a regular follower of me on YouTube, that's why I'm like, when I'm like in videos saying, oh, I'm up like 3 a.m. recording videos or doing whatever and things, is because I want this to end up being something one day. Like, I want this to be like the reason why I'm making money and doing. So that's why I'm like, yeah, I'm doing whatever it takes to turn YouTube into a career. But I'm like, I can't sit there and be like, oh, like, suffer from it and stuff, or of a significant other is like, yeah, if my girlfriend, wife, whoever, she's making more than me, that I would be inspired to make more than her. But but it shouldn't be a competitive thing though. So
Oh, just tradition. Even if these days tradition don't really apply like it used to, in the back of our head, as a grown man, you feel like if all else break down, you should be able to pay for everything and make sure that your family is straight. You still are the leader of that household, so you expected to carry the load. You know what I'm saying? Your wife may get pregnant. Your wife may lose her job. Your wife may do whatever.
have something to
being
fall
the
back
husband, you
on.
being the
That's
man,
what I was saying earlier. Be
you able to
tactical.
Carry that whole load.
I'm gonna say that I have two sides to this. I really do. If you know me personally,
Of course.
then you know I have two sides to it. When you're in college, I mean, you're building. I mean, you're going to school to get to the money. So
Facts.
there is no problem. There's no reason why we should be focused on if either one of us has a bag, because our focus is college, getting money as we grow and build. I mean, everybody's broke in fucking college unless your parents are taking care of you. But if you like the average student, you are getting it out the mud on your own. So yeah, you can be broke when you're in college, and we build together. That's cool. I'm talking about after fucking college. I'm talking about after the fact, into your career. For a lot of women, successful black women too, you get to this position where you get well off, or you get to a comfortable space where you have a lot on your own. And one of the things that is missing is love. So a lot of times the men around our age are either already in committed relationships or married or betrothed to someone. So, your options are, I get either these really wealthy men that are like older and boring, or just doing, they're not really ready for commitment. I get these really younger, not financially well off men. And I have in the past, up until now, previously accepted those things, but all I ended up with was a fucking goddamn rebuild.
Women like financial stability.
Yes.
Men don't care about that because a lot of times men are always the breadwinner.
You date down.
80% of the time, men are the breadwinners, or they're at equal level at the same time. Men don't care about that. If a man meets a woman and she's struggling or she's going through something, if she has a good heart and we see the potential in her and she can,
If she
can
has a good heart,
prove-
or if she has a fat ass.
no. If
If
a
she has
woman,
a fat ass or some fat titties, or if she gives the pussy up quick.
I gotta say on my end, I could care less. I could truly care less. So that's why I'm like, it's when she straight cut him off. And this whole cause it seems like I thought they were just going to just show them two just talking and things, but it seems like that they're going through a shuffle of different people and stuff. So, but yeah, I seen that and I was just like, man, this. It's like just go ahead and just speak on people that you've never talked to, you never met, you don't know what's going through their mind. My thing is, I told people that if you don't know what's going through a person's mind and you know that you overall can't speak for them, don't say stuff. Don't make comments like that, because then people are gonna look at you like you weird and stuff. Look how he's looking at her. He's just all that's how people are overall going to look at you and stuff. That's just.
You guys love her.
that ain't
Pay her
shit.
bills.
That ain't
Go buy her
shit.
some Louis.
That ain't shit. Pussy is pussy. What Drake say?
Y'all
pussy
love
only,
bro
What Drake
codes.
said?
Period. Y'all love bro codes. You
Pussy's
love
only
them.
pussy, and
With
I
every
get it when I
ounce
need
in
it.
your
It
fiber,
don't matter if you
love
make
bro codes.
no. It don't matter if you make
If I was a
500,000.
bro code and I had just pussy everywhere, niggas would love me.
Yeah, and it's called STDs, so that's you shouldn't be flaunting the whole idea of you being loved by multiple dudes out there, because then that's just going to be a just bad situation. Well, then again, I don't know, if you are just out here just to gold dig and stuff, then I don't know. That's what I'm kind of I'm not trying to sound hypocritical, so I don't necessarily know. This girl, she could be acting. She could just be doing this all for the YouTube channel and stuff. So who knows? She's probably not a gold digger and stuff. But yeah, I just feel like if those are your intentions and stuff, then yeah, you are going to be coming across a lot of dudes. Most likely going to have a lot of kids and stuff. And it's just going to be a situation where it's it's not good for your health at the end of the day, because you got to deal with all of that drama and stuff. So. My thing is just be cautious of who you're getting mixed with.
500,000, or if you make $5, it don't matter.
If a nigga care for you, he gonna care for you. It is what it is. He don't care about all the extra shit. Women,
And that's what's sad. There's less incentive for us to have our shit together.
Women care about this shit. Why? Because a lot of times the woman don't know what she want to do. She needs some type of direction in her life. She needs her bills paid. She needs
That's not
make
why.
sure she has a roof over her head.
No, that's not why.
She looks for all
We
that
don't want to
extra shit.
accumulate your debt. We don't want to
I didn't say accumulate
take
debt.
on your
I didn't say
problems.
accumulate debt. I never said bring on my
We don't
problems.
need you guys to tell us what to do. We don't.
Yes, you do.
No, we don't.
Because a lot of times a man that has money, he's going to tell you what to do, and you're going to listen. Because why? Because you're not making as much money as him.
No, never.
I don't know. That's something where I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have to jump in, just be like, you know, I'm not. I would like, you know, she is gold digging and things, and I can see that. Then I definitely tell her, be like, hey, you need to go out and get a job. Like, you need to do something, so it just doesn't feel like that I'm the one that's like going out buying you unnecessary things that you don't really need and stuff. Like, are you going to be using these things to like make money off of it? You know, like my thing is, it's like, okay, if you want a purse, like, are you going to be making money off of this purse? If you want like the latest, what other some other like valuable material stuff, like if you want shoes and stuff, like, are you going to be making like money off of these shoes? Like, my thing is like, if you can make money off of it, then all right, cool, I'll buy it. But if you ain't gonna be making no money off of it and things, then like there is no reason to buy it. So that's how I feel. If it's not like food, clothes, and that's why I'm like, yo, you could like literally make money off of anything. There's like, yeah, you could be a food reviewer, a shoe reviewer, a clothing reviewer, doing one of them try on clothes videos and stuff. So yeah, you can literally, my thing is that you can literally make money off of anything. So that's why I'm like, yo, like, make your money off of the stuff that you buy. Like, I feel like that alone is just being money wasted. So, you know, like, you can make money off of stuff. It's like, if it's gonna be, you're gonna be lazy about it and things. And yeah, I'm like, you know what, you good, fam. I'm gonna go ahead and leave.
No, never.
So okay. So if that's the case, why do you let a man cheat when he makes more money than you? You told me that earlier, that when a man makes $1 million, he can cheat.
I told you I would side chick myself to a rich nigga.
Why?
Well, because I don't love a nigga I'm gonna side chick myself to, so there has to be some incentive, right? If I don't love you and your dick is mediocre, why else would I be here?
So you're only here for the money. So you're a gold digger.
If I'm a side bitch, yes.
So you're a
duh.
gold digger. So you're a gold
If
digger.
you have a side bitch, I want you to be as cautious of her as you are of me saying this. Like, I hope you don't ever think that you have a side bitch who's just enamored with you. You don't. You don't.
So you're a
She's
gold
there
digger.
for an alternative resource.
So you would be a gold digger, is what you're saying.
I've never been a side bitch, so I can't say that I would.
Okay.
But
So
if the price is right, possibly, yeah.
I think finances do matter. Me personally, my finances matter whenever I'm on a date. I think I have to be in a certain situation, a certain financial situation, to where I'm comfortable with taking you on a date, or comfortable with, hey, let's go on this trip, or just comfortable talking to you, because I feel more as a man that I can provide for you if anything comes up or happens. Like if you get a flat tire or something, and I like you that much, hey, I can shoot you this money for your flat tire, or if you missing a payment or a bill or something, I can shoot you this money for that. If I'm in a financial state.
So yeah, it's like, just, you know, support one another. That's what we're all, yeah, I feel like that's like, you know, better than nothing. It's just like, overall, it's like, yeah, if you're at if we're at like a restaurant and then you forgot that your debit card expired and stuff, and so I've been in a situation like this, and I overall like, man, it sucks. But no, if you've been in a situation where it's like your debit card expired and stuff, and then you know, like, then my debit card ain't expired, so yeah, you know, we just support one another, and then it's the other way around. If my debit card expired, then, you know, you got me, and then yeah, so on. But yeah, I feel like that's what will build a relationship, if you could just, you know, be able to do things like that for each other and stuff. So
I'll become a burden to where I can't afford nothing. If we get together and we move in together or something, I can't afford no bills. I'm paying all these credit cards or school loans or something like that. I can't afford to help with anything. How am I going to be able to assist you as a man to be able to assist in paying for the apartment or whatever it is? Maybe just me being a provider I am. I don't think I could do that.
I tell my wife all the time, if it ever fall apart for both of us, I'm going back to what got me here. You know what I'm saying? I'm going back to selling them bricks, and at least until I get back to where I need to be.
Going back to 5s and 10s,
You know what I'm saying?
baby. Purple
That
tops.
ain't no lie though.
So fact.
Hey, I'm gonna do what I know can put food on the table. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas, they not gonna do that. They gonna live off these women. You know what I'm saying? They gonna pretend like they on Indeed and all that all day, but actually they playing the game. You put your hand behind that fucking PS4 or the Xbox, that bitch
Burning up
steaming hot.
Burning up. It's a fact.
That shit steaming hot. But as soon as he hear that garage go up, you know what I'm saying? He open that laptop up and Indeed up like he been searching all day. That's what these niggas be doing to y'all, man.
I don't want to call it a double standard.
Nah, I'm
but
like, I couldn't do that. I couldn't be with a girl and it's like, you know, she's out working and then I'm at home playing video games. Like, that's what I'm like, I gotta be doing something. I gotta be making money somehow, starting a career, starting a business. Like, you know, yeah, working. I gotta, like, you know, find some sort of way to make some sort of money and stuff, but I can't go out like that. I'm sorry.
But I do think.
And I know, like to some girls, like I know that they wouldn't really like, you know, care about that type of stuff. But to me, that type of stuff matters. I'm like, I can't be in no situation where I'm like, I'm not making any money or something, and then she's like here doing all of the work and things. I'm like, you know, like I gotta do something. I gotta do something. So overall, yeah, that's just me. That's how I roll.
Men are at a little bit of a disadvantage when it comes to dating, and their finances are not all the way together. I do feel that way, but I also feel like women should try to weed out the men to get a man that's at an equal stature. That's what I want to say. Like, if you as a woman are not, you know, financially where you want to be, or you're not where you want to be, like as far as your career. I feel like you should find a man that's kind of like more on your level. Because I feel like it's not fair to try to demand that somebody be making a certain amount of money and like you not there.
Some men are finessers. They use
Facts.
they come after women who got bags. You know, they specifically looking at the woman who's not the pretender, who really got what she says she got. And you know, they get geeked up on them. A lot of Houston niggas are sack chasers. I mean, y'all are. You know, I've never seen shit like this in my life.
I like
Any other
finessers.
city,
Let's stick with
you
the
know,
finesse word.
Okay.
We finessers.
Sack chasers and finesse. Y'all worse than a lot of these bitches. You know what I'm saying? You know, y'all see girl in the Benz. You see she's staying in a fucking high rise that's, you know, sealed off, and you know she got to be paying about 25 to 3,500 to live in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? And, you
I
know,
could I'm just like, you know, if I do see that, I'm like, yo, she's in the better standings than me, but I'm just like, I can't approach her and stuff like that's, yeah, I guess I'm like, yeah, that would be on the situation where I'm like, I would have to be like on the same level where I'm like, you know, she has a Benz, living off up in this fancy skyrise. I'm like, yo, I want like a Benz too and living off up in the fancy skyrise. So I just feel like that it ain't a situation where it's like, you know, one feels like that they're being used and things, because I wouldn't want to get in a relationship like that and then she feels like that she's being used. So yeah, I'm like, and most likely I probably, I wouldn't drive the Benz, because I'm like, yo, that's your car. I'm like, that's, you know, you do that, I'll be a passenger. Like, I'm like, but I'm like, that's on you. I just wouldn't want to you know, feel like that it's like, or be in that mindset where it's like, oh, it's mine or something like that because we in a relationship together. I'm like, nah, that's you.
and you see that, and your eyes light up, and you see dollar signs. You know what I'm saying? And you know, for a woman that's already on her shit, you know, we accept a little bit more sometimes. You know, you either get the women who are gonna be lonely, like I'm Sister Soldier, I don't need nobody, or you get the woman who's like, you know, I do want love, I do want a chance. I am gonna give him a chance because, you know, I'm a try. I'm gonna work with him because he's not in my class financially stable. I'm not gonna hold that against him. But what you end up getting is a big fucking bill trying to help him put him on. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't motherfucking Build-A-Bear. I done did that too many motherfucking times, and baby, I've been hit for thousands, and I can never fucking do that again.
Hey,
Shout
out to you that broke.
Shout out to the niggas. You got my motherfucking ass. You did. But if there's a God, there's karma. Okay?
I do recommend women work when they're in a relationship because that just make life easier. In this era, shit, you gotta have a 2-income household, you know what I'm saying, to live any kind of comfortable. But if all else fails, you as a grown man should be able to pay for everything. And I feel like if you're not in a position to do that, you don't need to be dating. You need to be focusing. You feel what I'm saying? You need to break up with your girl that you with right now, and you need to get your ass on
It's
Google.
not me, baby. No, it's not you.
It's me.
It's me, baby.
I'm not in a position I need to be in. Your ass need to be, because all that time you spend it with her need to be being spent on Indeed. Need to be being spent on YouTube and Google about how to start a business, about how to do whatever, sell dope if you got to, but you need to have some kind of money coming in.
If you
can-
make
you can
millions,
change
right,
that.
and I'm making 100,000,
Okay.
you're going to treat me like an option, right? Like I have so much to prove to even get a ring, to even get a chance.
Sometimes.
It's like you have literally the only thing that you need to prove is that do you love me? Like, can you trust me? Can I trust you? Can this relationship be like a long lasting relationship? You know, I don't want this to get in no situation like no, I'm like, are we able to work things out? Like, y'all call me like, I don't know. I can't think of like no names that you guys can call me, but overall I'm just like at the end of the day, like I just want like a loyal relationship. And I don't want no funny business or none of that. Like, I just want a relationship where I'm all like, cool. Like, you know, we ain't breaking up. We ain't talking bad about each other on social media or something. Like, if we do break up, we end on good terms. What else? Like, yeah, it's just, you know, it's just, so, like, it's, like, positive stuff. It ain't, like, some, like, negativity and all of that. Like, I don't know. I just, like, I've gotten to the age where I'm just all like, you know, I've dealt with too much negativity in my life, and I'm just all like, I don't want to be in a relationship, and then I'm dealing with some stuff like that. So that's why I'm like, yeah, I just want a positive lifestyle.
A lot, unless my ass is fat and my titties are big, which they're not. I'm sweet and I'm nice and I'm petite. So I have a lot to
Teach his
prove.
own. Teach his
I have a
own.
lot to prove. That being said, I will treat a man who's broker than me the same way a man who's rich would treat me. I have the control. I will cut you off.
But what if you do like meet a guy? He's rich, but then he's all like, "Oh, I want to buy you this property. I want to help you with your business. I want to do this, this, and this, and this, and things." Like he overall wants to help you. Like that's what I'm like. I feel like that people forget that people like that exist. Like there are people in this world that wants to help me. I would say that I am one of those people. I'm not. My thing is that I know I am not put on earth to just watch everybody around me suffer. I end up bringing in all of this income, all of this money, and then it's like friends, family, all of that. I tell people all the time how much I want to help people. I have been thinking this since I was in middle school or my early years of high school or something. Like I had always thought about helping people that I don't know, people that I do know. There are people that I'm like, I tell them on a regular basis, like when I am in a better standings to where I can literally look you in your face and be like, here's $100,000, like start a business, invest in your business, or do more for your business, or, you know, create a business, start up something fresh. Like I could look you in your face and do something for you that's so beneficial that it could help you in the long run, help you out, help your kids out, your grandkids, all of that. That's the only thing that I really look forward to, because at the end of the day, I feel like at the end of my lifetime, I can look back on all of that stuff and be like, you know, I didn't mess up, or I didn't miss out, or I didn't, you know, like I lived my life out, because I feel like that like watching that can help those around me, and then it's just multiplying and things. I feel like at that point I can think to myself like I lived out my life, you know, and then whenever God calls me home, that's when he calls me home. And then, but I can look back and just be like, I helped out so many people around me. So, yeah, I'm like, look, I don't know what previous relationship that you've been in, but it's like, you can't use that as your future. So it's like, what are you overall talking about? Are you talking about your past, or are you talking about your future?
You can't move around, and men don't like that. So I like men who make more money than I do. It is what it is. I support my family. I support my household. I have a child who's 7 years old, happily living, whatever.
And that's why I'm like, I don't have no kids, so I can't necessarily speak on anybody that does have kids. But I know if I were to have kids, I would not want that to be the message that I pass on to them. And the day when I do have kids, I'm letting them know, just like me, I'm like, look, I feel like the best way to gain the trust of those around you is, and it's like, you know, not handing out stuff, but giving them opportunities to where they can be like you and they can help out those around them. And then it's just like a domino effect with, you know, those around you and stuff. Like, and you ain't got, like, that's the thing, I'm like, don't take credit for any of it, just at the end of the day, that you helped this person get to where they got to in life. And that's all that matters. And if they want to be like all shady about it, be like, oh, I got here all on my own, and I ain't, give them, it's like, don't sweat it. Like, just be like, talk on it maybe for like 15 seconds and then call it a day. But yeah.
Absolutely will not support somebody else. I don't even want you to make what I make, because if you fall into a bad, hard situation, I have to support you. You have to make...
You think that?
I know that. You have to make double, if not triple, if not quadruple.
That's what you've been through.
I never will ever support another man as long as I live.
I feel like in society now, I think a man is expected to be that provider. So if a man is not financially stable with himself, to be put in that position to where he can provide, to financially support all the bills and not really have to rely on asking his woman for money to split the bills halfway or whatnot, I think he's not going to be ready to date. No matter how much he likes you, no matter how much we connect mentally or physically, he's not going to be ready for that, because he won't feel like a man when it comes down to paying for bills or supporting anything that you want to do or anything that he wants to do, because he has to fix his credit or do this or do that. And he's going to feel less of a man when he says, hey, I got a 600 credit score. He comes to you, I got a 600 credit score, my credit is shit.
And then you let that shit linger, you know what I'm saying? 4, 5 months, you like, hey, I need you to get a job, I need you to get, well, I'm looking, baby, nigga tricking you, and then 2 years pass, and he's still in the same situation. And now you stuck, because you paying for clothes, you paying for food for both of y'all, you know what I'm saying? Plus you gotta still support all these bills, and if y'all got kids together, that's fucking, it's fucking devastating.
Even worse.
It's devastating. You would never get up out of that until you leave him. But your love not gonna let you leave him there. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna carry on for another 5 years until.
That's what I'm like, the thing is, it's like, you can love a person, but you can like let them know, like, hey, I can't do this. That's the thing. I'm like, I like, and that's what I'm like, if I do try to help this person and then they don't want the help, I'm like, look, I love you and all, but I can't do this. I cannot. No, I'm like, I can't support you like you a child of mine or something. I'm like, no, you a grown up. So it's like, you got to support you in things. I don't want to see you in a situation where it's like you are struggling really hard and stuff. And then, you done live like the worst life of you like possible and things like that. So I'm like, I'm trying to help you. If you don't take my help, then I'm just all like, hey, then all right, so be it. Then that's on you. But if you wake up and then all your stuff is there and all my stuff is gone, I'm just all like, you brought that on yourself.
He do something stupid like cheat on you while you at work getting the chips, and he playing that Xbox. Yes.
Money may not matter, you know what I'm saying?
That dude, seriously, you need to, take up a fighting class and straight stomp him out. My thing, to any women that's watching this, if you are working as hard as you possibly could to support yourself, and if you got kids, if you supporting yourself, your kids, this guy, a household, and then who knows, like to really add some, flavor to like whatever you making and stuff. Let's say you supporting other people and you living out this long, stressful days at work, and then you come home early one day because you like, I can't take it, I just want to go home and take a nap, and you see that this dude got another woman in your bed, like, that's, ladies, like, you have my approval to learn some Ronda Rousey stuff and stump him out. Like, that's just, to me, that's not cool. And to any men, if that does happen to you, like, leave her. You can't hit her, so yeah, just like, just leave her. Just be like, all right, well, go with that dude. Be with him. But it's like, you ain't living in my house no more, so, do some, accept the hitting, but do what that dude did in Diary of a Mad Black Woman and just throw her out in the middle of the night, call up a U-Haul truck and be like, here's all your stuff and things. But like, if it's reversed, like she cheated on you and you didn't cheat on her and stuff. So, but yeah, just throw her out in the middle of the night and just have like a U-Haul truck with some light-skinned dude in braids and stuff just there waiting for her.
Because a woman is going to treat the same, like, if she feel like he worth it, a broke nigga and a rich nigga the same.
They
She
are.
gonna give them the same treatment. You know what
Especially
I'm saying?
if she's already on her shit, because see, she don't want you to take care of her. She don't need you to take care of her.
Yeah.
You know, it's a pride thing. A woman who's really on her shit, who's, you know, self-sufficient, she don't want you to take care of her. The bitch that wants you to take care of is a bum bitch.
She wants you
And,
to take care of
you
her.
know,
She don't
but a
want you
man-
to feel like you have
you know,
to take care of her.
Let me tell you what I have also found out too. Men who are not financially where they're supposed to be need a woman who's doing worse than them to make them feel like a better man sometimes, because a woman who's doing better than them
That's
is going to
messed
demasculate.
up.
Hands down. You're
No,
not gonna be
see,
able to feel
see,
like a man.
see,
Your chick flying to
nah.
your chick flying to Dubai, and you can't even get a ticket to fucking South Carolina. It's gonna make you feel away.
Go to Murder
You
Beach.
know?
Nah, but some niggas feel motivated by that. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas
Yeah.
like the wrong nigga might feel degraded or you trying to belittle me, but like the right nigga be like, "Damn, I gotta get on my shit, and I'ma actually step up."
And there are some.
Yeah.
But the majority of the Houston niggas are fucking finessers and broken.
Me personally, I don't require a woman to, you know, bring in a certain amount of income. That's just me personally, because
Men don't.
at the end of the day, I'm already gonna have a roof over my head. I'm taking trips with my boys. We doing XYZ. We going to eat good. We doing this and that. So anything that you would bring in would just be an addition to what I already have. Women look for a man to take them to the next level. Most women.
No,
women.
the real question is why as women are we working so hard and grinding so hard when men don't care? We could slack off, we could be bums, and y'all would still wife us at the same rate that you wife us when we're grinding our asses off. Y'all don't care.
The question
so the
is-
reason is the reason
the
why
question
we
is,
care.
The question is, why do y'all care so much?
No, we care
If
for
it- if
our
it's about-
own
if it's-
self-worth.
if
We
it's-
care
if
for our
it's
own
love-
self-worth, and that's why I'm not carrying
If it's
no
love,
bro-
My thing is, there are two different types of people, from rich and poor. You know, you got a lazy poor person, and then you got a lazy rich person, and you got a hard-working poor person, and then a hard-working rich person. This side you want to be on. The lazy side, stay away from it.
broke ass nigga, because I've worked too hard.
It ain't about- it ain't
I've
about
worked
broke.
too hard.
So it's okay. So it's okay for a man to date a broke bitch, but it's not okay for a
No,
woman to date a broke
personally,
nigga.
personally, if you're dating
That's
a
what you're
bitch
telling
who's
me?
broker than me, I think you're a joke. But that's your personal decision.
But love is love, right?
No.
So why does love? So
I would never.
But love,
I'm not
love
gonna
shouldn't
fall
have
for
a
someone who's
monetary
beneath me.
value
I'm sorry,
attached
not.
to it.
Well, it does.
It
for me,
does.
it does. And for you guys, it doesn't, because you guys have societal power, you have monetary power, you have all these privileges that
It ain't
allow you to
societal
choose
power.
who you want.
It ain't
We
societal
can't
power.
choose who we want.
I don't want to use the word broke, but do you think two, for lack of a better term, two broke people can date?
I think if they come up with a
I think it's
plan,
equitable.
I think if they come up with a plan together, they understand that they're both broke and they have to make a decision to fix that together. They can
Yeah.
put their finances together and work on, okay, we're gonna pay off this together for you, and then we're gonna pay off
That's
this together
facts.
for you. But they have to stay together. I mean, it comes to a point in time where you're paying all of her stuff off, and then when it's time to pay your stuff off, she gone. She like, hey, my shit is good. I gotta go. You know, you on your shit, and vice versa. His shit could be all paid off, and he's like, oh, I'm going. I'm good now. You know, I don't think that's. I think that's a certain situation. When you come into a relationship, you have to be able to financially provide for yourself, whether she's there or not, and you on the other end have to be able to provide for yourself whether he's there or not. If he gets in a car accident or something, you have to be able to support those bills, and vice versa. If you get in a car accident, he has to be able to support those bills. You have to work together financially.
It's like
to-
business partners and
The number one reason
lovers.
for relationships is finances. That's a fact. Like, that ain't opinion, that ain't conjecture. That's a fact. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you need to make sure that yours are in order for the relationship to survive. So it don't matter. Like, I understand, like, if you was working, y'all both was working when y'all came in and you lost your job, might have got laid off, something
It's
like
totally
that.
different.
That's something different. You feel what I'm saying? But they be having niggas that come into a relationship with nothing, living off of the woman. You feel what I'm saying? The woman paying for everything. The woman cooking. The woman got kids. She taking care of her kids and you. She got 2 kids. Your big ass is the third one. Shit like that just, I don't understand. You feel what I'm saying? As a grown man, you need to be able to carry your own at least. And if you date, you need to be able to carry the whole thing if it all falls apart. And if it ain't, then you're not a man in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? And again, you don't need to be dating. You need to be focusing on making some kind of money, some kind of way.
Nigga, you got a Rolex, but you stay in an apartment. The fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Niggas do be backwards like that.
You know,
Niggas
you
do be
got
backwards
you
like
got an AMG, but you could have put that down payment on a fucking house. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never even thought about looking at property. You know what I'm saying? You know, I just want to know what the fuck. You know, people talk about me having fake titties, but I guarantee you, my master's degree to pay for it, and my first property was bought before I even bought these titties, my nigga. And some of you ain't even bought your first motherfucking car in your name without your mama co-signing. So I'm just saying, don't worry about what the fuck I got going on.
And that brings back to my point of what I said earlier. That's why I feel like the mindset is the most important thing.
It is,
If
but
you got the mindset to reach certain levels or do certain things, then that's way more important than having or not having money.
At this
You know
point in
what
my
I'm saying?
life, at this age, my nigga, I need consistency and I need you to be on your shit. If you broke, I can't be with you no more because I'm a tier 1 bitch. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not.
But a tier 1 bitch can help a
and I can't no more, cause I ain't got, cause you know what? I need to file you on my motherfucking taxes, my nigga, cause you a goddamn dependent. You know what I'm saying? I got a credit card bill right now that's
But it's a
saying
separation.
you had a dependent last year.
But it's
You know what I'm saying? I need my fucking coins back, okay? I'm bitter. You right. So all you niggas in the Twitter comments and the YouTube comments, you goddamn right.
But it's a
I
separation.
get bitter about
It's a
my
separation.
coins.
It's a
I don't give a fuck
separation of
about
smart
a
niggas,
A
though.
nigga could have fucked 1,000 bitches, but by money. Whoo, because I busted my ass.
But it's a
difference.
But it's a
It's
broke
different.
nigga that can understand what you're saying, that can manifest everything
You
and
know,
be larger.
but you know what? I'm just like you feel about bitches with kids, niggas who are broke. I can't talk to you no more. I'm sorry, my nigga, I can't.
Initially, when we're looking for a female, we're just looking for a female who's.
That's all like people they like trip off of stuff like that where it's like a woman with kids and things. Like it seemed like at one point that's all that I was seeing was women with kids. So I'm like, yo, if I end up being a stepfather, I end up being a stepfather and something. Like I'm just gonna have to deal with. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. People they trip off of that type of stuff. I don't know. I'm just at a point in time in my life where I'm like, I don't care. I truly just don't care.
Give us
Touches
love.
your
It's like
eye.
my thing is like as long as you are motivated and inspired, you could be broke, rich, kids, no kids, freaking pets, no pets. You can have a hamster. I'm like, as long as you are inspired and motivated to take care of this hamster, like, do your thing.
Support, some
Not
loyalty. You know what I'm
Not
saying? That's
true.
what we look for. We don't look for money.
So no,
We look for
you
money 'cause
don't.
we have that.
But
We
you
we
look
taking
for
care of
other
ourselves.
stuff. You look for a pretty girl. You look for a girl with a big butt. You look for a girl with big
No.
boobs. You do.
That don't mean shit because
Y'all do.
a lot of these women that have a big butt and that's pretty. can't
That's why
even
I'm all
hold a-
like, yeah, she's definitely thinking of like past relationships because that's most likely what a guy said to her and stuff. And I'm like, yo, like that's those dudes. That's what they think about. That's what they want. Me, on the other hand, you can literally have no boobs. You can literally have no butt. All right. You can seriously just like none of that. I will not care. And I know that there would be so many women out there saying, you do, but you do care. No, I don't. There is nobody in this world that can speak for me or knows what I'm thinking. And that's what I'm telling you what I am thinking right now. You can literally have no boobs, no butts. And there have been girls that I have liked and that I've talked to that, yeah, they didn't have all of that. And I'm all like, you seem like a loyal person. And I want to talk to you and stuff. And so, yeah, that's like, it doesn't matter. It honestly, it doesn't matter. And that's why I'm like, whoever hurt you, that's on them. That's what they were thinking about. But you, as an individual that has your whole life ahead of you, you should know that not every guy in this world thinks like that. So I'm like, I feel like that should be the only thing that she needs to just understand. It's like, your past should not be speaking for your future.
Basic conversation.
Half of you men don't need that.
That is what it is.
You guys don't need that.
Yes, we do.
Some of you do. Some of you
We have
don't.
to. We have to deal with you day in and day out. So you don't think we pay attention to stuff like that?
I don't think you care enough to make that deciding
Yes,
factor.
we do.
You do. Just like every conversation we've had tonight, you care about what
A
applies
lot-
to you. You
a
need to look
lot
at it
of
from an
men,
objective perspective.
To a certain extent, a lot of men care if a woman can hold a basic conversation because you have a lot of women out here who fine as hell, nice bodies, and got it paid for by other men, and we're dating you, and you can't even hold simple shit. You don't know what credit is. You don't know how credit works. Like, it's just basic shit that a lot of women just don't understand because they've been taken care of their whole life. So a man doesn't want to be the rest of his life with a woman that doesn't know anything.
I think it's hard for somebody that's financially unstable, doesn't know how to save money at all, just wants to spend, buy shit for themselves, just can't handle, just always runs up a credit card. You can't live with somebody like that. That's it's not feasible. You're always in the hole. I mean, debt lasts forever.
So like two people that are basically of the same socioeconomic stature,
they know
at
that
one point in time should be.
If they know they're broke, well, I wouldn't say broke. You have money, but you just don't know how to handle money, manage money.
Right.
Then yeah, you need to learn how to manage your money. But nah, if y'all don't know how to manage money, both of y'all don't know how to manage money, y'all don't need to be together. Y'all just gonna end up even more broke. One of y'all gonna want something else, another one gonna want something else, and y'all gonna be hitting each other over the head for money.
God blessed me with this. You know what I'm saying? And just how I had to go get it in the mud,
you
gonna have to go get in the mud too, because you know what? The Bible say the man that don't work don't eat, okay? So you can't eat at my table.
Everybody say the Bible.
Okay? You can't eat at my table, because how am I gonna let you be the head and you can't even fucking buy me a goddamn, power meal on the fucking McDonald's list? You know
That's
what I'm
true
saying?
though.
No, I can't be with you. You can't be my head and be your neck. You know what I'm saying? Now, I can't let you lead me because you can't fucking lead yourself out that goddamn shitty ass credit score.
Yeah. I like her. She cool, man. Yeah, if you can't, I don't know. That's you can't buy me a freaking meal from the McDonald's menu. It's like that's something. That is something. I know people are like, how would that make you feel? Like if your girl can't buy you something off of the McDonald's menu. I'm like, all right, she can't do it. Like, I hope but yeah, it's like you should be inspired or motivated. That's all about don't put your inspiration and motivation into like small things. Put it into some big stuff. You're buying me a McDonald's like property or something like that. But that's what I'm like, that's some type of stuff that should hit you where it's like, oh dang, I can't like buy him a burger or some fries or something. You can't even get me the small fries. You can't get me the small fries. Like then it's that's the thing. I'm like I want you to be inspired to where you can be able to take your time, be all like work on the small fries and then work on the medium sized fries, then work on the large fries. I might want to drink with it, so just work on that type of stuff. But don't just don't be a gold digger. Don't I feel like I should be saying that for myself. I shouldn't be a gold digger and things, So I'm like, I'm going to give you the silent treatment because you couldn't give me the small fries at McDonald's or something.
Not to let you drop my fucking credit score a few points because you done read up bills and you done did this and co-signed that.
And honestly, I can't deny that. You know what I'm saying? I can't
do it no more.
That's undeniable. That's facts.
I literally have fucking nightmares about it. Like I can't. I am literally allergic, and I know people are gonna feel some kind of way about this.
That's
but I
facts,
literally
though.
got motherfucking highs just thinking
That's
about
facts,
it.
though.
I'm mad. I need to kick my own ass. I need to literally take a goddamn time machine and punch myself in the fucking titty for what I did.
Yeah.
A lot of y'all gotta learn the game and the finesse of this shit, man. Cause I done seen this shit. You know what I'm saying? I done seen about 19 years of this shit. These niggas would finesse y'all. They'll get a job for 3 months and quit. You know what I'm saying?
They get an unemployment check. You don't never see a dollar of that unemployment check.
But these niggas smoke cigarettes all day. They got a pack with them all day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And want to complain all day. Oh, baby, I can't find a job. Or they didn't like me and all this type of shit. Right? Just leave that alone, man. Save yourself 10 years of love and just leave that nigga cry all night for 3 weeks, whatever the fuck you gonna do. And go get you somebody, you know what I'm saying, that got some hustle in them. You get what I'm saying? Now, if you meet a nigga, it's another thing. You meet a nigga that's super successful and he ain't got no woman, you need to be questioning this nigga. Why you ain't got no woman? Would you beat on these women? Would you belittle these women? You know what I'm saying? Because with money comes power. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people like controlling motherfuckers, even women. You know what I'm saying? Women that got a lot of money, they like controlling their niggas. They may not want their niggas to work. You know what I'm saying? So you pick your poison in that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a slippery slope. You just gotta understand when to hit that shit. And if you don't, you're gonna be played like a sucker.
I personally feel that a woman's role is to elevate the situation that she's in, whether
You are
it's
to
her
help- you
man,
are to help
whatever,
elevate.
whatever. That being said, as a man, you should already be at a position that I should want to grow. I should want to help you.
And what are you doing during this time, though? What are you doing during this time?
Everything I've been
While I'm
doing.
already up here, what are you doing in this
Me
time?
personally, I don't need to address that.
No, like you said, we're not talking about personally. You just
Exactly,
told me
exactly. So objectively, as a woman, you shouldn't be broke.
that. Okay.
And if you are broke, you could still get a man because niggas are weak and they like bitches. At the end of the day, as a woman, you should never date down.
Never.
You should never date down.
Ever.
Because you could be whack, you could be broke, you could be ugly, you could be whatever. You could always get a rich nigga. It is what it is.
I mean, I think it's gonna come down to the individual person, but as I've heard a wise man once say, if you broke, you shouldn't be dating, you should be focused. And I actually honestly do agree with that, because I honestly think that when you are at a point in your life where things are more stable, where you're more financially stable, I feel like it makes dating a lot easier. Spontaneity comes with dating. You know, you may want to take a trip. You may want to go to an expensive restaurant. You may want to get your hair done. You may want to get your nails done or whatever. And I think that when you're in a better place financially, it's easier to do those things.
Yeah.
And it makes dating more fun.
Finances are important because you want to have some kind of leverage in the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like it'd be a lot of women, you know what I'm saying, that jump into relationships and the man making all the money and you just in there just chilling. You know what I'm saying? But and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? If you can, for however long you can finesse it. But when he get tired of your ass and he kick you out and you ain't got nothing in your name, that house is in his name, that car's in his name, your ass ain't got nothing at all. You back where you started from.
He ain't gonna be able to kick out. He gonna have to evict her.
You gotta evict your bum ass.
Cause she ain't moving.
And that's
She
the
ain't
thing.
got nowhere to go.
That's the thing.
Her
So,
parents
like,
told him not to come back, or his parents told him not to come back. He done burned all his bridges with his partners because they got gas and they like, I don't want that funky ass motherfucker over here. They trying to, you know what I'm saying? So they ain't got no more bridges. And now you gotta evict their ass, or you gotta wait till your lease up to move without their food ass. You know what I'm saying? Just save yourself the headache, man.
If you can't take your woman out on a $60 date, you know what I'm saying, and I don't know what y'all be doing, or if y'all don't know if y'all don't know, you can take your woman to plenty places for $60. You know what I'm saying? Like
You can cook me at
steakhouses,
home.
cooking,
You know
order
what
a
I'm saying?
chef. Like it's a lot of shit you can do. You know what I'm saying? If
Cook
you
at
can't do that.
home. You could have ate my pussy. We could have fucked. You know what I'm saying? I could have sucked your dick.
You
It
coulda
could've
got
been great.
everything you wanted.
Coulda got
You got
everything you wanted
everything
at
you
home. But instead, you want to be a motherfucking finesser. I just can't. You know, it's one thing about a nigga that's hustling on his way up, and you know he's allowing me to like navigate him to get to the bag. That's one thing. But a motherfucker who's just leeching off of you, he just take it. You gonna take and you gonna cheat?
Yeah.
Nigga, I will kill you. You know, God knew what he was doing. My gun got stolen.
Too much information.
Man, be careful out there. Take your time.
It's the only monetary value is the only position on earth where men have a disadvantage.
No.
It
Monetary value is only what women look at.
That
period.
and maybe dick size.
Period.
You guys have male privilege. You guys have misogynistic
You can have a
privilege.
man that makes $250,000 or whatever, and if it's a woman who's never seen that type of money before, you can have a small dick, and a woman still is going to want to be with you because she's comfortable
And
in an environment.
whose fault is it if
But-
you wife her,
but it-
right? Like
but
we've
a man
talked
is
about,
not gonna do that.
Like we've
A
talked
man is not
about,
gonna do
men
that.
are the ones who get down on one knee. So if you wife a bitch who's a gold digger and she likes you with your small dick and
It's
your
rare.
large bankroll,
A man is not a
if
real
you get
man.
down on one knee, that's
a-
not her fault. That's yours.
A real man is going to evaluate all that stuff. We take into account everything before.
She's saying it's all like the person, the girl don't have like she like non-existent. We're not so much as non-existent, but it's like that's on the girl's fault because it's like because he's like a gold digger. My thing is that a gold digger isn't going to admit to their gold digging unless they a savage or something. You know, that'd be the only time that they would admit to some stuff like that. But yeah, it's like if the dude, if he, you know, like pretty much what they said about size and having money and all of that stuff, like if she shows like interest, I don't know, if she overall, like if she feels a certain way about that, but it's like but it's in a gold digging way, then yeah, it's like that, you know, I guess it's for the guy, it's more of a life lesson than it being his fault. You know, I feel like that, you know, yeah, he shouldn't have, you know, he should have known like, hey, like this girl's a gold digger, but it's like, that's your first time dealing with some stuff like that. It's like, you ain't gonna know, so.
Get down on one knee. We're
8
not
out
just
of
gonna
10
do that.
men are not real men. 2 out of 10 men are real men.
What?
Real men. So the majority
Define
of men.
a real man since you're a woman.
A real man is a man who cares what a woman has acquired from her own net worth,
Wrong.
from her own intellect, a
Wrong.
woman who can uphold her own household.
Wrong.
No. What do you think a real man is? And if you describe
You're
yourself,
talking about a
cross your
woman.
heart and hope to
You're
die.
talking about a woman. You just said everything a woman.
No,
A
I'm
real
talking about what
man-
a real man wants in a woman.
What a real man wants in a woman basically is just loyalty and
Yes,
love. That's
yes.
at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to.
Okay, and
And
how
support.
easy is it to fake that?
It's not.
It's not easy to
Mm,
fake
it's
that.
very easy.
We gonna see through all that bullshit.
No, you're not. You're not. Historically, you're
It's
not.
it's like, okay, then prove to me, like that's that type of stuff. I'm like, okay, then prove to me that that stuff can easily be faked. Because I personally, my thing is that, let's say if I was one of those people, right? If I was one of those people where I was out here gold digging, finessing people and all of that stuff, and they're showing all of this love and all of this loyalty to me and stuff, and they're like praising me. They're out here like kissing the ground that I walk on. They're out here like pretty much treating me as if I'm like a king or a god, you know? And then I'm supposed to give them that same energy. You don't think that type of stuff won't mentally get to a person? Because I'm saying, for me at least, if whoever this girl is, right? And I'm finessing her, and she's showing me all this love, and I'm supposed to do that same thing back, me personally, I will feel bad. I will completely 100% feel bad. And most likely, just probably be folding under pressure, I would have to end it. I had to end the whole thing, because I'm like, yo, I can't carry on like that. And knowing that this person, I'm like, because my thing is like, I feel like that they will be less hurt by me telling them, me owning up to the situation, than for them to find out, because like, you know, like I was like slipping or something, and I'm like, yeah, they find out that I'm just out here just being shady or something. And I feel like that right there is that you could be a man or woman, you are being real when you do some stuff like that, when you admit to what you're doing, and you are overall showing how apologetic and how sorry that you are for doing what you did. So that, to me, real man, real woman, you're overall just being a real person by doing some stuff like that.
No, you're not.
Yes, we are, because
No,
there
you're
are
not.
going to be things that happen.
That's something I like. It's when people do stuff like that, where you say something and then a person's disagreeing, or like, you know, they're trying to have like an argument. You're like, no, you're not. Like, you're doing stuff. Like, you're going to have to, you can't just say, no, you're not, and then just not come out with nothing afterwards. I'm like, no, you're going to have to tell me. And if you go based off of any of your past relationships, those are your past relationships. Can you say, my thing is that, can you say that for every person that you haven't dated? Like, every person in your future, can you say that for them? Because if so, then I'm like, okay, then you're a magician and you can see into the future. But if you can't say any of that, if you can't speak on people that you haven't even met yet, it's like, yeah, you having this whole attitude and stuff, I'm like, that's your past. That is your past. I don't know how many times I gotta say it, but I'm gonna say it one last time. That is your past. It should not speak for your future. I'm just saying, you know, just, I guess, to help this girl out. She ain't gotta listen to me. Nobody, my thing is that this whole video, you ain't gotta listen to anything that I have to say. You can still go out, do whatever you want to do, go dig, not go dig, work hard, not work hard, be lazy, be a strong individual and stuff. You can do whatever. But it's your choice. If you have a successful relationship at the end of the day, cool. There's love and loyalty behind it, cool. But if you find yourself in a situation where you are in multiple relationships and somebody is following you on social media and they are like, dang, this is like their fifth boyfriend this year, this is their fifth girlfriend this year. I'm just saying.
We see how you react.
After you
if you're
niggas put a ring on,
nonchalant,
you
no.
think we're stupid enough to play
Yes.
that role until
Yes.
you like us? No. Marry
Yes.
me first, then you'll see how dumb I am. Then you'll see how whack I am.
If you ain't living paycheck to paycheck, if you know you can blow $1,000 every day and you can still pay your bills the next day, what? It's easier. You ain't got to worry about, oh shit, I just bought this girl some Louis, and
You buying Louis?
I can't pay my rent.
Are you buying Louis?
Back to the question. I ain't buying
I
shit,
just wanna
first of all.
know.
I ain't buying no goddamn Louis. But anyways, yeah. If you just can't financially support yourself, you can't.
Please.
Support him.
Girl approached me talking about can I buy her? I'm like, get you some freaking Louis Vuitton Air Forces. One of those ones they like get customized or something. I'm like, yeah, it's that type of stuff. I'm like, man, what are you doing with like that's what I'm all like, if you're gonna approach me like that, I'm going to overall approach you as if I'm like approaching a child of mine or something. I'm like, do you have Louis Vuitton money? Because if you got Louis Vuitton money, you shouldn't be asking me. You should be asking yourself that. Can you buy it and things? So yeah, I'm like, they ain't got nothing. Louis Vuitton, Balenciaga, Gucci, none of that stuff ain't got nothing to do with me unless it's something that I see that I like that I want. But if it was somebody else, I'm like, do you got Louis Vuitton money? Because if you got Louis Vuitton money, you shouldn't be asking me that question. You should be asking yourself that question. You should be going out and buying it yourself. Like, you shouldn't have to approach somebody. My thing is, like, yeah, you shouldn't have to approach somebody. That's something like, yeah, that's why I feel like a person come off as a gold digger. If it's like of a person going, they can, like, constantly, yeah, it's like, well, overall, I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody knows what a gold digger is and stuff. I'm like, yeah, don't do stuff like that. And then you ain't have to, like, worry about a person, like, calling you a gold digger. Like, just be able to buy the stuff that you want. Pretty much what he just said.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? If you gonna date somebody and you got a little paper, you know what I'm saying? You making a little bit of something, your life is right, you living how you want to live and all that. If you gonna bring a dude or a chick in, make sure they at least getting half of that. At least getting half of that. You know what I'm saying? They was taking care of themselves before y'all got together. Because otherwise, when y'all go to do the shit you want to do, you've been going to Vegas or you've been going to Miami and New York and all that shit, you got a times 2 there now. That's coming all out your pocket.
It's a fact.
That's just what it is. And in the midst of love, you're not understanding that until you have to start paying for shit. And now you didn't pay for 2 of these trips. You used to staying at the goddamn Ritz Carlton. Now you staying at Motel 8. That shit don't add up.
Moral of the story, you know what I'm saying? Finances, they definitely matter, you know what I'm saying?
Finances matter. And look at a nigga, look at how he took care of his finances before he got with you, you know what I'm saying? Look at his
even in the slightest. Like,
in the slightest little shit, you know what I'm saying? Look at his shit, you know what I'm saying? Rolexes and, you know, Benzes and fucking G-Wagons and shit, and you ain't never even thought about getting property, you know, my nigga? Everybody ain't gotta go to college, because college ain't for everybody. Yeah. But it's how you set yourself up. What strategic moves are you doing to set yourself up to be a husband or to be a spouse or to be able to financially date a woman and really show her what it is to level up and boss up? Because you know what? I want to learn from my nigga. I want to learn from him. You know, I want him to be my head. I want to be able to shut the fuck up and let him lead. But you can't lead me and you fucking making dumbass decisions all the time. Because now I'm a fucking dumbass. And then when I come out of the situation, fucking broker, people looking at me like, bitch, you stupid.
Fellas, get your mindset right. You're going to get your funds right, and everything going to be okay, all right? You know what I'm saying?
You met me a couple of years ago, and you were broke, we could have worked together. Now, I don't fucking think so. Like, you are dependent, and that's just like you having 5 kids. I see that, and I be like, whoa.
You got to have some money in your pocket.
Got to.
You got to.
Ain't no other way about it. You know, you better get on your knees, pray to God, pay your tithes and offering, and get to hustling.
Men will only ask for what they can do. Women will ask for astronomical shit, and they still over here
But you
making
guys
$10 an
this
hour.
patriarchal view.
I'm not.
We have been raised in a
This is
society
facts.
and we have been breaking down societal norms that say we are what our man is worth, right? And the last quantifying factor is your monetary value, the monetary value of the man that you marry. So I'm sorry, that's the last thing to go out of style, but you guys created this system, and that's how we're gonna play it. You make more money than us. We make 75 cents to every dollar that you make. So if I want my husband to make more money, that's fine.
Wait, and that's okay for you to want that, but you can't necessarily demand that.
What I want, I demand.
Like, the man is the leader of the household. So if you ain't making no money, your ass ain't got nothing to say about nothing. Like, any argument that come up, that's gonna come up. Broke ass nigga, what is you talking? You can't tell me nothing. Like, don't order me. Don't give me no directions. Don't tell me nothing about nothing until you get some money coming in.
Use that against you, dog.
What? Come on.
They will use that, and you can be trying your motherfucking hardest, bro. You can be trying your hardest to, you know what I'm saying, to get where you gotta be at and all that. My nigga, the first argument y'all get into, and it's about anything, paying for anything.
It ain't gotta be that do nothing with paying.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all
Nigga.
can argue over the air conditioner being too
You know
low.
what I'm saying?
You gonna say broke ass nigga? You don't pay no air conditioner bill in here.
Nothing in here. I need that bill to be $60 to $65. You need to come up with $5, bitch. That's what it is, man. That's how they do you, man. And niggas do that too. Niggas like controlling their gas.
A man never requires a woman to make a certain amount of money. It's always good, and it's always an addition. And you're definitely, if a man is making money and a woman is making just as much money as him, you're definitely going to live comfortable. You know, saying get what you want to get, live a lavish life, things like that. But women need a man with money, and that's what they look for when they're dating. At the end of the day, it's not fair, but it just is what it is.
Men don't need to require anything because they have the privilege of being able to make $1 for every dollar that they have earned. Women are at a disadvantage, so naturally we are going to seek a monetary value in any situation we're in. I think that it's within our right to take advantage of that if we need to.
Oh man, I don't want you to work and all that. And then as soon as you stop working, you get comfortable. This nigga turn into the devil on your food. Like, you gonna do what I say whenever I say do it.
If you don't want to do it,
Exactly.
get out.
Exactly. Now you ain't got no type of goddamn credentials, nothing. They gonna be like, oh, you been out of work for 2 years. You can't say shit to that.
How you gonna explain it?
You know what I'm saying? So don't let these fool ass niggas con you into that. First time he say that should be the red flag to get the fuck out the way. Let that nigga keep moving, cause you gonna be the new slave.
So in summary, broke people do not need to date. Broke people need to focus on getting where they need to be so they can come into the relationship on a mutual level so you can have some kind of leverage. And that way finances is not important. Both of y'all can carry the load if need be, so now y'all can focus on y'all. And that's when the relationship gonna be successful.
For real. Cause these days, no money, no honey, baby.
Yeah, that was a pretty interesting video. I'm like, yeah, it's crazy. It's like it got all those dislikes. I swear it's because of that girl, man. It's that girl. She just, them guys, they probably was just chilling, just out here making videos that they come out with that goes viral on Facebook and things, and everybody went to go. That's how I found the guys, because I was like, I seen the Krew season. I'm like, oh, I'll just search up Krew season. That's how I found them, and then seen this video and stuff. And it was like the top video and things, and so yeah. This just for everybody that's like going off about that whole situation. I'm like, that's that girl's like lifestyle. If that's how she want to live, that's how she want to live. But don't take it out on the YouTube channel on how she wants to live. That's, I'm like, disliking the video and things ain't gonna change nothing. That's how that girl's still gonna view things or something. And that girl, and it's like y'all doing that, and it's like she's just gonna keep carrying on like doing that and things, because it's gonna bring her attention and stuff. So yeah, it's like, you ain't gotta like dislike the videos and stuff. But anyways, yeah, that was a pretty interesting. That girl was just interested. Everybody else seemed like that they chilled and stuff. I like the one girl. The one girl is pretty funny. I like her because she's definitely like, she is talking about like her past relationships, but she's saying like, hey, like, this stuff ain't gonna happen no more. So I like that. She's taking initiative and stuff. But anyways, yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. If you guys haven't, make sure you guys go subscribe to Krew Season. I said in the beginning of this video, the video is gonna be long and stuff. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and peace.